in the combine, what is that? What was that experience like?
It'd be like sprinting a marathon, I think, would be the best explanation. It's a great honor to get invited. Generally, only one long snapper gets invited to the combine every year. My year, there was two. So still a fantastic honor to be invited to the combine as a long snapper. And so I never want to take anything away from it because it's a very, very cool experience. Obviously, you get a ton of exposure. You get to be in front of pretty much everybody that's a decision maker on an NFL team. So it's an invaluable experience. It's also kind of the 4 longest days possible because you get there and you're all excited and pumped up and they get you all that free gear. And then you go to the hospital and, they're pulling blood, they're weighing you, they're picking you, they're poking you. I mean, I remember Dalvin Cook had to sit in the MRI machine for like 6 straight hours just because all his injuries in college and stuff like that. So that's the first day. Then the second day is just straight. They strip you into your compression shorts and a t-shirt and that's when you get on stage and they weigh you, they measure you, they do the body fat for you. And so the first 2 days are just excruciatingly long of hurry up and wait to do all these things and these tests. And then later on that night, you do interviews and teams can start to schedule interviews with you. And so it's just mentally kind of exhausting because you want to be on top of your game at all costs. But that's just the first 2 days and you haven't really done anything physical yet. And so, you have some guys aren't trying to eat a whole lot because they want to weigh a certain weight. And then it's like, okay, in 2 days, you got to do the on-field stuff or you got to bench, so it's just a whole lot of chaos, organized chaos. And you're trying your very best because for every single person, I don't care, for this year, if you're Trevor Lawrence and obviously they're not having a combine, but if you're one of these can't miss prospects, it's still the biggest job interview of your life.
To people who doesn't know you, you got drafted by the Pittsburgh Steelers on the 6th round of the 2017 NFL draft. How awesome is hearing your name being selected? Do you know ahead of time or do you only find out when the pick is in?
And with the 213th pick of the 2017 NFL draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Colin Holba, long snapper from Louisville.
So I found out, I forget who was picking the pick before the Steelers, but pretty much as soon as the pick before the Steelers went on the clock on TV, I got a phone call. It was Coach Tomlin called me and just saying, "Hey, Colin, like, what are you doing right now?" I was like, I'm sitting at home, like trying to take my mind off the draft. He's like, "Well, I'm gonna put your mind on the draft real quick." And like, I had told all my friends I wasn't expecting to get drafted. You never, I don't think anybody, especially a specialist, goes into it saying, I'm going to expect to get drafted because you can only lead to disappoint yourself. But I'd kind of told everybody, like, nobody text me, nobody call me until, this time period. Cause I don't, if my phone rings, like something's happening. And so I had some friends and family over, and so my phone rings and it's an unknown area code and they're all hyped up. They're all excited. And I remember I took my phone. I'm like, "It's Coach Tomlin." And my dad heard me and he pointed for me to step outside. So I went on the back porch and started having that conversation. And he kind of told everybody inside, hey, he's talking to the Steelers head coach. And then about a minute or so later, I'm on the phone. They'd already told me they're going to draft me, and it popped up on the TV and, everybody started going crazy and stuff.